All right. Look me in my eyes and try to feel my way. All right, so this will probably be the last time that I'll be a sane woman. Basically, I have to be an expert on everything, or somebody help me with it, or it didn't happen. Same with my face, and I have to slow down when I talk. You know what I mean? I have to be perfect. I have to be a complete lie. This is who I am, but I have to really be a complete lie. You know what I mean? Just in ways you wouldn't believe. Like this is my house. You know what I mean? I paid for this house, with pandemic money. And it's like, oh, well, the government never issued checks. They'll lie about shit like that. Like we never got checks. So basically, we never got. Because I'm trying to tell you, it'll be a possibility we never had government checks. I don't even want to get into it. You know what I mean? But anyways, like this heart on my face, was an epic fail. You know what I mean? But and it's like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with it. There's things that you can't see. Like this right here. What is it? Pader, non-surgical. I can't really get it. You see how you can't see it though? Okay, so basically on my face there was shit you couldn't see until, it got removed and my face got more bland. You know what I mean? It's not radiant anymore. I used to have a birthmark right here, and it's just like, it basically my face is exposed, but it's a lot of shit is removed. And it's just like, but yeah, it's torture. I don't know if I'll ever be a sane person. I can get a book and read, but I do have a lisp. I do have a lisp when I talk, so, basically I'm retarded if I don't get the lisp in my throat, the lisp in my, let me see, 1 Corinthians 13. Because I did go to college, but the degrees don't mean anything. People felt sorry for me when I went to school. That's what they tell you. You know what I mean? And my face never been clear. Look, you see that? That's a breakout. You know what I mean? So basically it says, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaulteth not itself, is not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seek on not her own, and is not easily provoked, and thinketh no evil. Charity, rejoiceth in iniquity, and but does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in truth. You know what I mean? Charity, they're speaking about love. It says it bears all things, it believes all things, it hopes all things, and it endures all things. That's what love does. But I don't get love. Let me move this, because you ain't gonna be able to, like I said, you probably won't be able to identify me when I die. You know what I mean? Because basically I'm the shit, or I'm a piece of shit. right Anyways, but that's a part of me reading. I don't know how that sound on paper. I didn't read in a long time. Who fucking knows? But this will be the last time I'll be sane. I'll be retarded within the next couple hours or days. Who knows? But I've been retarded before. I've got my sanity back, and I'm gonna get retarded all over again. I just want someone to buy heart. This is my hair. I had to straighten it. I don't know. I don't know if you can see the texture on, on camera. I don't even know if you give a damn, but yeah. Basically, so, and then you see parts of yourself and other people, and it's like, oh, just to prove that they're not jealous. But even if you see parts of yourself and other people to prove that you're not jealous, you still go through it, because they lie about how it affects you. But they don't say, they see what you're doing, they mock you, and then they lie about how they helped you do it. You know what I mean? Whether they be older kids or whatever. You know what I mean? Let me turn this down. I'm gonna put my bandana back on. Like I said, this might be the last time I be saying. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's just my brain. You can't panic. Don't panic. It's just your fucking brain. You've survived this long. You've coped this long. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, well, why can't you find anybody if you're so perfect? That's the big deal. You know, it's just because I'm talking to people who don't fucking give a damn about me. You know what I mean? And that, you know, everything isn't what it seems. You know what I mean? You can talk to a group of people who don't give a fuck, a flying fuck at that. You know what I mean? Like they could care less if you fail or cry or bend over. Like they just don't care. They have no heart to you being bettering yourself, you know. And then they get into their little homes and their little, you know, whatever it is that they do, and they laugh, joke, and just feel good about themselves and feel like Jesus Christ themselves. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, well, you know, watch your mouth, watch your tone, you know, you have to calm down, because nothing is ever that serious. Your life is never that serious. You know, if you can understand that your life, you know, and your beauty and your livelihood and your brain and your sanity, you know what I mean, and your clothes and your health and your weight, you know, your eyeballs, you know, your muscles. If you can understand that nothing about you is that serious, and this is a fucking spiritual warfare, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's just like, oh, well, she doesn't believe in God, or, you know, like I said, I got to make sure I show, like, who knows? Nobody's gonna be fucking, you know, my middle name is not on all my middle name is not on all my paperwork. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, you know. And it's just like, well, who are you trying to be? Who do you think you are? It's not any of that. It's the stuff that it's within me. It's within me, and I can't change it. And you're trying to force me to change it, and it's heartbreaking that you're trying to force me to change things that I can't change about myself. God says, accept the things that you cannot change. I can't change this shit about me. And you swear up and down it's medicine, and I'm telling you, that's foul of you. You know, this is Amanda Perez. I pray. You know, apparently I got my heart broken. You know, I was supposed to get a music career. You know, I can't sing anymore. You know, apparently I couldn't sing. You know what I mean? You know, if I sing now, and it's just like, oh, well, you have a beautiful voice, or you didn't have a beautiful voice. Everything's a fucking mystery. Who knows if, you know, how I got my tonsils removed at a young age, and it's just like, oh, this is stuff that you can't change. You know, it's just, if I told you everything about me, you know, that I'm trying to tell you, and as sane as possible, if I told you everything about me, you wouldn't even believe. You wouldn't believe, like, you would think I'm straight up crazy, and that's what the medicine is for. The medicine is to hide, you know, that I'm beautiful. I can't prove I'm beautiful to anybody. I can't prove that I'm beautiful to anybody. Not drop dead gorgeous. It don't fucking matter. If it turns out drop dead gorgeous, let it be. Let it be. That don't got shit to do with you. This is my life, and this is what makes me happy. You know, because you mock everything I do anyway. You know, so that's how it's benefiting you. I don't see how it's harming you. You know? You know, I pray that I find somebody. Then when I close my eyes, I can still see a vision. You know, and apparently I'm retarded because I'm aggressive. You know, I'm this way, but because I'm aggressive, I'm retarded. There's a glitch. There's always a glitch. I don't know if I have to read anymore. You know what I mean? You know, and it's like, oh, well, damn, you tried. Oh, like this. Like I said, remember this heart, you know? This heart was an epic fail. You realize how I talk and act and how I dress. That's all a myth now. You know what I mean? For however, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, like I wouldn't, granted, I was hurt. But don't worry. You know, when I die, this right here is going to be my biggest mistake. Oh, and going to college was my biggest mistake too. Oh, and cutting my hair off was my biggest mistake too. Oh, and inviting somebody over to talk about life is my biggest mistake too. And obeying my parents was my biggest mistake too.